Oh, fuck. Pardon me. Sorry about that, folks. Alright. Ba, ba, ba. Alright. Is that all? We also got some link requests. Check out. Okay, we have... Oh, what the fuck? Okay, we have some other gameplay trailers we can check out. That's fun. Greetings, Twitch community. Hey, Media. How you doing, man? How's it going? Media, did you check out any of the gameplay showcases that were shown yesterday? Assassin's Creed Shadows, Star Wars Outlaws, Avowed, any of those? Nope. Well, that's what we're gonna be checking out today. I don't know if you're interested or at all curious in these types of games. I've got I do have something that's like, part of me is like, these could be fun. I don't know. Maybe these will impress us, at least in some degree. You know, I haven't loved the Ubisoft game since, like, I'm talking about like loved to its very core, since probably like Rayman. Was it Legends? Rayman Legends, I think it was. So I'd love to fall in love with a new Ubisoft game, but I just can't trust them with all my heart. You know. I avoided it and now I'm forced to watch it with you. You're such a nice one. Come on, man. Be happy. They could be good. You don't know. I don't know. For me, I find it interesting to check out, even if they aren't going to be great looking games. I don't have a lot of hope for them to be amazing, but they're fun. It's fun to, I don't know, to me it's fun to check out these showcases. It's fun to look at something and go, I doubt that, I think that's going to be cool, that's going to be cool. That sort of stuff is interesting to me. First up though, we do have some link requests, and these are some smaller games that got sent in. This here's Squirrel with a Gun. I thought this game was already out. Greatest gameplay ever. Isn't that what Tifa does? Oh fuck. That was actually really cool. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. This is insane. Do you feel lucky, punk? Because I do. It's funny, like, these sorts of games are typically like meme games, but it does have some stuff that's like, oh, that's kind of cool. That's stuff that you would expect. Like, there's this little part, like doing parkour with a gun is pretty cool. I don't know, it could be, like, it looks silly. It looks fun though. We'll see. Peggy 8. Death Sprint 66 is Mario Kart, but instead of driving, you're free running and you can kill each other. Oh. I'd rather play that than Assassin's Creed Shadows. That's fair. That's fair. 18. We'll see. The quality is really bad. Death Sprint. Oh, sick. Oh, this is kind of fun. I like this. Yeah, honestly, I would happily play this. This looks really fun. Okay. That's cool. Death Spring Sonic the Hedgehog mod incoming. Yes, please. That's actually pretty damn dope. I actually really like that. I hope, okay, a game like this kind of relies on having a lot of interesting looking maps and stuff. But yeah, conceptually, I really do like that. That could be a lot of fun. We'll see how it plays, but you know, that could be like really sick. If they really play their cards right, that could be dope. They should get a Sonic collab going. Except for he can't get cut. What's this? Be formless, shapeless, like water. Wishlist now on Steam. Oh, cool. This is a little indie game that someone's making. Oh, that looks really nice. Okay. Guys just wanted to send this in. Warframe already does it? Does Warframe already have that? Let's check this out. Oh. Okay. Like this is a much early gameplay. It's a bit of a like a beat 'em up sort of thing. Hey Sean, how you doing, man? Media, did you see on Summer Games Fest? And Sean, you might I don't know if you guys saw this. You guys might find it interesting, especially. There was a Power Rangers beat 'em up game. That looked really cool to me. That looked really cool. I don't know if you guys saw that. Oh my god. Alright. We have a couple showcases to check out. After the showcase, you didn't? Let me see if I can show you. This might spark your interest. Power Rangers died for me when last game looked like a mobile game. I think I don't know, like I don't necessarily care about Power Rangers anymore. I have like a lot of nostalgia for them, but this looked great. The little animated trailer at the beginning is a little lame, but like the actual gameplay looks really fun. Like this stuff is it actually looks great. Fuck the openings. The music is such a banger. You want this? I think you'd love it, Sean. But yeah. And it doesn't just stop there. It gets even cooler. This is insane. Like, look how gorgeous it is. It's a beautiful looking game. Ah, oh, so good. The art style reminds you of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers game for the SNES. Yes, it's very much taken from that. It looks amazing. I'm very excited for that, actually. Especially, like, you know, sitting down with a couple friends, family, and stuff like that. Yeah, they went back to the classic style. But sitting down with friends and family and just playing a beat-em-up game, it's always fun. Right, it's always a good time. Hey, Red Stick. Sorry, I just saw you on the YouTube side. How you doing, man? Absolute banger. Yeah, I think you guys would find this really interesting. The title, once again, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind. If you guys are interested in checking out any more new info, you know, I don't think there is a release date just yet. It might be 2025. Okay, it's just wishlist now. So hopefully this comes out sooner than later, but this does look really good. I think that looks very, very exciting. There is also for those of you who are big TMNT fans, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans, there is also a Ronin Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game being made. And apparently it's going to, they're trying to like take from like God of War. For those of you who aren't aware, this is basically a story where all of the other turtles died except for one. You don't know which one. You're supposed to go, oh, I had canon this guy, or, you know, Donatello, or Raphael, or I forget the other ones. Angelo? I don't know. But yeah, that's basically the way it works. So for anyone who is interested in a game like that, you should check that out as well. That does seem cool for those of you who are big Teenage Mutant Ninja. I can't fucking say that. If this comes out on PC, I'm getting it for my computer. It is coming out on PC. That is confirmed. Snooze, how are you today? And how is the sickness? Is it better? It's not better, but I'm okay. I'm okay, Sean. Thank you so much for asking. But yeah, guys, we do have a few showcases at 4 p.m. today. So in about 50 minutes, we are going to be getting what am I saying? We are going to be getting Dragon Age Veilguard gameplay, so we will be checking that out as well. God of War style TMT sounds good on paper, but I can't allow my child my... I understand that. There is a comic of Ronin, so if I show you. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ronin. For those of you who are interested, it's called Last Ronin. For those of you who are interested, this is the comic. It's from what I've heard, people say that this is one of the best comics that you could read about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, as well as just one of the best comics that they love. Like, people are just diehard fans of this series. So this might be up your alley. But yeah, the idea is that the Last Ronin wields all of the weapons of the brothers, so you don't know which one it was. You don't know which brother was the one that survived, and that's part of the story. I don't know much about it other than that. I just know that it takes from like samurai ninja theme. It really plays with that. So you guys might like it if you do want to check it out. They did release a little teaser trailer. It literally is just like, oh, we're making it. That's it. No problem, and get well, Snooze. Thank you so much, man. But yeah, guys, we are going to be checking out Assassin's Creed Shadows first. I am actually very curious to see this. I thought that what they showed in the second trailer looked a lot better, and already they're on a good start because they're showing my favorite monkey. This monkey, sick as fucking monkey. Monkeys are the best. We'll see. We'll see. I'm expecting this game to basically be exactly what I expected from the last previous Assassin's Creed games, where gameplay-wise they're good, they're solid, they're pretty fun. Let me also just remove the counter. They're good, they're solid, they're really fun. And then you play them for 20 hours and realize that the game is just unending because it's just copy-paste content. That's what I'm expecting from this game. So we'll see. Finally, the TMT starts to cover there. No, they shouldn't cover this again. I am interested. THQ are the people that will be making the Last Ronin. You know what? I'll show you guys the Last Ronin. Fuck it. The Last Ronin. Also, Doom actually looked incredible. Doom looked so good. Wait, that's the animation. The Last Ronin, was it game? Yeah. It's also going to be quite gory, is what they said. Pretty damn sick. It's a cool teaser. It's a cool teaser, especially if you're like really hyped for the comic. Oh yeah, they also have a really nice... Yeah, it's a very cool teaser. Shredder gonna end up as a fucking demon. Honestly, like Shredder as like a Oni demon would be sick as fuck. That would be sick as hell. I would fuck with that so much. But yeah, we'll see what the gameplay is going to be like. I do wonder if it's going to try and go more down the route of, you know, very linear sort of just fight, or is it going to try and be more open, not open world, but like open areas where you can stealth if you want to. I don't know. When I think of the gameplay, I'm thinking of a more refined version of like the Arkham games, I guess. You know what I mean? Remember when the Turtles all had red masks in the comic? TMT versus Batman. Oh, you could kind of do that in the Injustice games, and that's pretty fun. In Injustice 2, you could play as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles against Batman, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are basically like 4 characters in one, which is cool. But yeah, you could essentially do that, which is super sick. I don't know. I really do hope that they lean into this idea of like, because I'm imagining the game's gonna have RPG mechanics in the sense of like, oh, go the Donatello path, go the Raphael path. I don't remember the other 2. It doesn't matter. But like, go this path, and basically like be an expert on this weapon type, be an expert on this weapon type, and stuff like that. I imagine is what it's gonna do, which I think could be really fun. This is Superman. Nah, Batman. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would wipe Superman as well. All right, they Batman and Superman can team up with Wonder Woman, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are winning. I can't fucking say it properly. Okay, let's check this out. Once again, my theory is that the gameplay is going to be fun. It's going to be good, but the actual open world stuff is just going to be like bogged down, and that's stuff that we're not going to be able to see in this showcase, right? So I feel like it's probably going to be a game that's going to be really fun for like the first couple hours, and then it's just kind of a bloated mess, is what my speculation is for what this game will be. Then Batman alone beat the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's cringe, bro. That's cringe. Yeah? How dare you even suggest that? How dare you? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles love pizza. They win. Okay? That's how that works. Look how cute that monkey is. He's just like me for real. I'll fucking run over the monkey.
Benevolence and cruelty.
Yeah, it looks very nice. What a surprise. Like, it looks pretty, right? It's a good looking game.
Fukujiyama. At last. The fields are busy. A big harvest requires many hands.
Batman likes pizza too. Prove it. Prove he likes pizza. Okay. God damn, he's tall. Holy shit, he's towering over everyone. I'm liking what, like, Ubisoft, even in the games that I don't like, do a great job at making the world feel alive, at least from a distance, and then you play the game and you start to see where its flaws come. I have heard that they reworked the parkour system, which I'm very excited to see, as well as combat. Oh, that's cute. Oh, wait. Does this game take place in Japan or China? I don't know if you're trolling. Go on. He's wearing a samurai outfit, bro. Why does Batman like Hawaiian pizza? Because it got ham. I want to kill you so much. Sure, it's okay, sure. No, I'm just messing with you, bro. It seems like a troll though. You can't say it doesn't sound like a troll. But no, it's okay. I understand. No worries, man. I'm sorry for calling you. But yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you, media, so much. Fuck you. I was just gonna say, can I list a big nitpick that I have with games? So, this entire thing. My nitpick. I actually hate it when they show this in showcases, because this purely exists so that one Twitter account who goes, can you pet the dog, or whatever the hell, can go, you can pet the dog, oh my god, and then it's like, yeah. I don't know why, it's just so cringe to me. I just hate it. Like, don't get me wrong, yes, you should have the pet the dog function, but I just find it so like, why is this the first thing that you show? You know? Oh yeah, RIP to the Doge from the Doge meme. Yeah, rip. But yeah, I just find it so incredibly
you are a
annoying.
friendly beast, are you not?
It's a good dog, though. It is a good dog. Okay.
Samurai sir, this way. I beg you.
Okay.
Hurry, sir.
Kill the dog.
Please.
Right behind you, little one.
Oh, Baba. I brought someone.
Ikimaru, I wonder where you went.
Some of the animations are a little janky. Yeah.
Ah, a samurai. One that does not hail from these lands.
I am a stranger, yes. But you have nothing to fear from me.
Ha! I have enough to fear from the men of Kochiyama. They abuse their power, taxing us again and again, leaving us only scraps. I bet they are in the market now, along the main road. A stranger might make good merit leading a village of a threat like these men.
Is that so?
It's a good
Then I shall
outfit.
see it done.
I do wonder if you
This
can make
way,
him
if
dress
not
up
next.
more like an assassin. Or if like his outfits are mostly locked towards samurai outfits, and I forgot what the female assassin character name, but if she's the one that can only wear assassin outfits. It'd be cool if you could just make them wear whatever. You freaking love samurai? Who doesn't, right? It's cool as hell. Go.
More division among the people here. More corruption.
Like, atmosphere-wise, they do a good job. Once again, this is never like Ubisoft's weak points. This sort of stuff is always good. It's just the problem is that I know for a fact that this entire village is copy and pasted in 5 other areas at least. That's my biggest problem with this.
What is happening here?
This isn't your fight, samurai.
That was weird.
I told you, keep walking.
Why would you fight? Okay. Okay. So there's a bit of like a stagger meter going on. It's very much more like a Sekiro. Sorry, not Sekiro, Ghost of Tsushima. It's very much more like Ghost of Tsushima. That little glow is a little cheap. The animations are great though. The execution animations are amazing. Okay. That mace that he's got is sick as hell. I really like it. Fuck. That is disgusting. Okay.
Make your peace.
What the hell was that? Wait, hold up. Let me go back. Fukuchiyama, meaning unusual ground when you separate the name. Oh, that's cool. I like that. So this is his R2 abilities. Makes sense. Okay. Looks good. I do feel like the actual combat is a little weird. It feels like it still needs some polishing, but the execution animations and all that stuff is like really good. It's really satisfying, right? I really want to own the katana, but one made from an authentic Japanese blacksmith. They do cost quite a bit, but that would be super sick. I would love to get like a collection of swords.
Protector.
8,000. I wouldn't be surprised, but I imagine you could get one
Not
cheaper.
while I have breath in my lungs and a blade in my hand.
Kill him.
Okay. Cool. Swapping weapons. I like that.
Wash away his failure with your blood.
You will have to spill
Once again, that little glow looks really bad. I'm hoping this is purely just because it's unfinished. But that glow that the sword has to indicate like parrying is really rough
Who
to
do
me.
you think you are?
For the people, I am justice.
Like, it's still, I don't know, there's something wrong about it. That's cool. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, it definitely needs It definitely needs some refinement. Oh, cool. Do we get to see her gameplay now?
I was going to handle that.
Too slow.
I like him. I like her.
What did you find?
That's cool.
The samurai has been stealing from the villagers. He has been starving the people here for some time.
So now we know who he worked for.
The daimyo in Fukuyama Castle.
He is fucking
should go.
giant.
Not before we send
He's
our
so
allies to
tall.
look for him. He'll be difficult to find.
The most expensive, wait, hold up. The most expensive katana costs around 300,000 euros, and a cheap one with not sharp edge costs 200. Just 200 euro or 200,000? Wait, yeah, 200. Yeah, 200 euro isn't that bad. It's not that bad.
To find.
Okay, this is the map. Once again, look, the one problem that I do have is that this does look good. It, like, for the most part, it does look good. It still needs some refinement. The biggest problem that I have with Assassin's Creed is that before we used to have Assassin's Creed like Paris and Assassin's Creed but set in London. And now we have Assassin's Creed set in all of France. Assassin's Creed set in all of Japan. You know, Ghost of Tsushima was just set in Tsushima. That's all it needed to be set in. That's all we got. Right? And then the DLC is set in I forgot where it's set. But it's set in like places in Japan. I just don't understand what the point is of like saying it in all of Japan, because you can't make all this content like sustainable. So you need to copy and then paste it into this area, but just change one aspect. I just think that's really stupid to me. I'd rather just set it in like one area, make it big as hell, right? Like really add a lot of density to the content, and then that's it. I don't know. I just find it a little silly to go around this route of like travel across all of Japan. It's just a bit excessive.
The daimyo. He's there.
Who will take the lead?
We can sneak in.
Or charge through the front gate?
I was expecting we would move towards the future, so I had hope for World War I and World War II Assassin's Creed, but so far it's going to take until... What would a World War I and World War II Assassin's Creed even look like? Would we be in the war, or would we be like, you know, in London? Would we be in Germany? Like, what would that even look like? I hope that when I eventually get a Katana airport security doesn't question me. That's why you have to order one in, not you going there and taking it back. Like saboteurs. Okay. That could be cool. That could be... Wait, hold up.
We can sneak.
Who will take the lead?
We can sneak in.
Or charge through the front gate?
Okay.
It's
So the
almost
option
up.
of go really stealthy,
No
go
one
very
will see you
aggressive.
coming.
Okay.
They will not stand a chance. But be careful in there.
The question is, which one is the
Don't
fun
worry.
combat and
I
which
won't
one
be
is the
alone.
bad combat?
It'll
know.
be me and the shadows.
How do you balance it so that it's fun either way?
In the shadows. To serve the light.
I'll go straight for the daimyo. When fighting a snake, why wrestle the body when you can slice off the head?
Okay. Since Hitler and Italy joined, it would make sense with the Crusader. Oh yeah, I could. Okay, I could mess with that. I could like that a lot. That could be fun. A lot of people want like cyberpunk Assassin's Creed. Would you want it to go that far, or would you want it to still be in the past? Oh, this is sick. Yeah, they added in the Ghost of Tsushima hook, but it looks a little more dynamic. It looks like you actually have more control of it, which is actually really cool. Okay. This is cool. I really want to see like what full parkour looks like in this.
You're mine now, snake.
Good.
Who did that?
Okay. Animations are once again very clean. Cool. Thank God it's not just the animus doing it all. Thank God it's actually just happening. In fact, just get rid of the animus now. Oh, that's sick. Yo, that was sick. Yeah, that's really dope. Well, that's the point I wanted, since we always check the memories of a person from the future assassins. Yeah, so you're saying, like, you're saying we can do a cyberpunk game, but, like, just set... I don't know, get rid of the animus, in my opinion. I think it's just so, like, it's just... It hasn't been good since, like, 2. And even then, it wasn't that good in 2. I would love if throwing a rock didn't work and they started to alarm the castle. Do you know how annoying that would be? Me to airport security. Look, I didn't murder anyone with that katana. So there's clearly blood on it. Kills the security agent with the katana. Random bystanders. What the fuck? Okay. I wanna... Okay. I wonder, wait, I do wonder that actually, for a moment I was like, oh, is this going to lead to a cutscene? She does this, it goes to this. I do wonder if this is one of their like cinematic angles that you can sometimes just randomly get in the game. That could be cool. You can try to explain it already had blood in it when you bought it. Yeah, totally fine. No one will question you. That's cool.
A grave, huh?
Once again, the setting is very, very pretty. I'm really liking what they've done. It looks a lot better than like Valhalla and Odyssey and Origins. Oh, you can grab the person and just throw... Oh, that's cool. I like that. So if you don't want to kill a civilian... I'm assuming she's a civilian. Good. You can assassinate from quite a distance. Dope. That's really cool. I also want the god to have eagle vision because I would see some... You just want the most annoying video game in the world.
I need to hide.
Okay. Yes. No. No, don't do that, please. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It's weird. It's really weird. You can sort of see what I mean with the it's slightly clunky. It's not the most clunky thing, but it definitely needs some refinement. And hopefully this won't be in the final game, but at the same time, I don't trust Ubisoft to necessarily fix errors like this, because this is stuff that's already in like Valhalla, Odyssey, Origins, stuff like that. But look at the animation. Look how he snaps. Yeah, what the hell is that, bro? Look. Oh, my bad. This is what I mean. It's like not quite smooth. It's really weird. What happened there? I didn't even notice that one. Look. Yeah, that's so weird. It's just super jank. It definitely needs refinement. Definitely does. What were you saying? Okay, then, when I picked it up, I accidentally killed the person I bought from, which turned out to be Owlberry. Oh my god! What the hell? I would see when we get 0. No. No. No, we need plot armor. Yeah, like, it's... The thing is that I would be... If this was like... if this wasn't Ubisoft, right? And this trailer came out, I'd be like, oh, they'll fix it. they'll fix it, right? Because it's like, these are stuff that could be like changed, you know, in the final few months. But because it's Ubisoft, it's like, bro, I've played enough Assassin's Creed games to know that stuff like this isn't gonna change. It's just gonna stay the same way.
Useless, all of you. First, Fujioka dies in the street at the hands of some.
What can I say? I'm crazy and an escaped mental patient. Stuff like this reminds me a bit of Shadow of War. We got a healing as D-pad up.
Fujioka must have been the samurai Yasuke took out. Good riddance. A daimyo like that deserves a slower death than the one I'm about to give him.
That's cool. I do like that. Yeah, these animation. Once again, the animation itself is good, but the smoothing between them is bad. Oh, cool. So her attacks are much weaker, but she does AoE. That's actually very cool. Dope.
I've shed all the blood I need. Time to go.
Okay. When it's just climbing, it doesn't look particularly different. But the grappling hook might add a lot. You can imagine the micro store. Bro, this is how it'll work. You'll have the menu here. You'll have a character here, just standing. And then on the right, you'll have all the fucking items that you can buy on the right. Okay. The spear, the mace, stuff like that looks very cool. It feels I feel like the mace feels a lot better than the katanas in this.
To being allies then.
Alright, November 15th. XP boosters because we had a day. Please don't remind me of the dog shit microtransactions that they have. What's it? Yeah, it looks cool. It looks cool. We'll see what happens. I think it's pretty interesting. Yeah, but you know, once again, I don't think everything looks incredibly polished, but I do like the monkey. The setting looks nice. The stuff like that is like obvious for Assassin's Creed. Some of the combat is a little weird. Like sometimes it just doesn't feel exactly right. The executioner animations are very good. Yasuke's seems cool. Naue also seems cool. I feel like they're working on the stealth sections, which is nice. But once again, how long can the content keep up for? That's really the biggest problem. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'm not in love, but I don't hate it. That's my opinion. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of it? I could turn me... oh, thank you for the follow, Chuno. I could turn me getting the katana into a horror short featuring Alberry as himself and Media Demon as a random airport bystander. Now all I need to do is kidnap, ask Media and Alberry to be part of the... Are you willing to be kidnapped, Media? Micros thought you could give Yasuke a monkey... What's a monkey armor? I don't know what that means. What's a monkey armor? Like, Wukong? But yeah. Anyway. Guys, let's check this out. No. Oh, you're not willing to be kidnapped by Sean. Unfortunate. Anyway, Let's check this out. Star Wars Outlaws official gameplay showcase. Let's see. This is another Ubisoft game. I'm not excited for this, but I am interested to see what they've done. You're only available in the Micro Store as DLC expansion.
Hey, new record. At the top, where it should be. Let's go, Nix.
Okay. I'll check this out.
Let's go, Nix.
Okay.
Hello everyone, I'm Matthias Karlsson, Game Director at Massive Entertainment.
Looks very, very nice.
Today, we'll show you a different type of adventure. And as we journey across multiple systems, we will come across many opportunities for a scoundrel. In Star Wars Outlaws, one of your motivations for exploration is to find elusive experts
Saying looks
scattered
great.
across the galaxy. These experts will help Kay pick up new skills to survive in the underworld. Here, we're looking for a gunslinger who can teach us some new tricks. Our intel points to the Mos Eisley Cantina on Tatooine.
Okay.
So let's head back to our ship. We're picking up in Accra Station.
I don't really care about Star Wars in and of itself, but this
Remnant
is a
of the
really
Clone
nice
Wars,
setting.
It used to be a refueling station that now acts as a trade hub for illegal contraband. It's a great place to resupply.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous.
Merchants are often affiliated with a syndicate and might offer you a special deal if you're in good standing with them. This kind of business.
1 second. What the hell is happening? Okay, there we go. I'm also booking a plane ticket to Albania, Albury's last location as well. I don't know why you think I'm in why Albury would be in Albania, but sure.
And might offer you a special deal if you're in good standing with them. This kind of business attracts all kinds of shipjackers,
Okay.
contract brokers, and corrupt officials.
Need your name cleared from the wanted list.
Your ship, the Trailblazer, is a refined EML 850.
Looks
The
good.
last of its kind.
I wonder if you're going to be able to
You'll find
customize it.
everything you need to finalize your preparations.
Oh, that's really cool. Just seamlessly walk in. I thought it was going to be a loading screen. That's actually sick. Okay,
Each
very
planet
cool,
has its
very cool. You know I can take a plane to UK and simply camp on the street until I see you, Snooze. You know London is a decently big place, right? You know that. How long are you willing to wait?
own system.
Okay,
Each planet has its own system for you to explore, and many opportunities to make a few credits, which you can choose to engage with or not.
I am under attack! My ship will not survive long!
This is Kay Vess on board the Trailblazer. I'm coming to help.
very cool. Okay.
Turret activated, Kay.
One down.
That's sick.
I am impressed. Thank you, stranger.
Happy to help. And you can tell Gorak he owes Kay Vess a ship.
In space, your actions also have consequences and can impact your reputation with syndicates. This optional dogfight allowed us to improve our reputation with the pirates while making a few credits.
Spooling up the hyperdrive.
Once again, I have the same
let's
worry
continue
about
our
this
journey
game as I
ahead to
do with
Tatooine.
Assassin's Creed. Of just, I think it's probably going to be a fun game for like a couple of hours until you start to realize a lot of it is just copy and pasted content. Maybe that won't be the case here, right? Maybe you'll have a lot of content, who knows, but
Tatooine space.
that's how I'm feeling.
Edge of the galaxy.
The tattoo system is in the clutches of the Hutt cartel. Our reputation with them is poor, so we best be on our way.
This looks very nice. Wait, hold up. Sorry, I was just checking something on my... There we go. I like new Star Wars ship designs because old ship starts to get too old for me. That's fair. You think this is just... I don't think so. I think it is just the mod. I think they're doing a naturally seamless transition. I do think it looks very nice. That looks good. No problem with that. Honestly, this is how I was hoping Starfield's ship landing would work. It's not manual.
Legendary Mos Eisley.
Like, it's not manually done. You are doing it by having it automatically done. It's basically a loading screen, but it just looks seamless, which I really like.
To our destination. Or explore what the city has to offer. Recreating this iconic city is a dream come true for our team.
Yeah, it looks good.
Allowing us to
Once
show
again,
parts
very
of Mos
pretty.
Eisley you've never seen before.
What's combat gonna be like? We've seen it, but I want to see if it looks better.
One more.
There are many opportunities for a scoundrel,
Cool.
including working your way in with the Hutt cartel. Most of Tatooine's economy is under their control, even though the increased Imperial presence has been hurting their business. But first,
I want to
we
ride
need to
that
pick up
big
the
boy.
trail of our expert gunslinger. The best place to start is the cantina. By asking around, we learn of a pirate who is deadly with the blaster and who used to work for the Hutt cartel. Our intel
Cool.
leads to one of their storehouses, located in the southern hills. Traveling to your destination can be an adventure in itself. As you move across scorching dunes and dusty valleys, you'll quickly realize that this lawless desert planet still holds many mysteries.
Cool.
We've reached our destination.
Thank you for the T-bows.
We need to locate our storehouse and find our way into this heavily guarded fortress without triggering the alarm.
Busy place.
We got 188 different planets in Star Wars and why Tatooine? Because it's... Every Star Wars thing is going to have Tatooine now. Let's just be real. They need to capitalize on it somehow. Okay. When is this even set? Is this set after the trilogy, the original trilogy, or
Alright. Maybe there's a data pad or something that can tell me who that old gunslinger is.
what's the blue on top of them mean? Oh. Cool.
Good job, buddy. Next, do you sense
If only Tat. You think we wouldn't get this game if Tatooine didn't exist? Okay. Alright.
Easy.
It looks good. I mean, like, gameplay-wise, it also looks solid. I can't complain too much right now. Hey, a little minigame. That's good. Yeah, that looks fun.
Wait, Quint? That sheriff from Wayfar used to work for the Huts? I should talk to her. Oh, come on!
Fuck it. Oh.
We've been spotted, but we now know where to find our gunslinger. Let's get out of here quick.
We're in trouble, pal.
How the fuck did that miss? Okay. Once again, it's got a bit of jank to it.
We need a quick exit.
Which I feel like is just now the Ubisoft quota. Looks cool though. Oh, sick. That's cool. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
There we are.
Once again, I'm not in love, but it's kind of cool. Jabba God. Jabba's still alive? Maybe.
If you're still looking for Haas, I haven't seen him.
Actually, I'm here for you. I heard you're the best shot on the planet.
Oh, and you want to be second best. Now is not a good time. The Huts are coming, and I need to get ready. Get your blaster out.
What we have just shown you is the beginning of
Okay.
one of the many adventures
It's
you
a
can
witch
go on
showcase.
in Star Wars Outlaws. Whether you want to learn new blaster skills, upgrade your speeder,
That's cool.
or become an unstoppable thief. Finding an expert
They should have
is
shown
always
more
an
of that
adventure
sort of stuff.
in a galaxy full of opportunities.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. I wouldn't say this looks bad at all. Available August 30th. Wow, okay. A lot sooner than I was expecting. I don't know why. I was expecting that around like October or something. That's actually really cool. Yeah. I love how everyone unanimously agreed to be cautiously optimistic just because it's Ubisoft. Exactly. It's not going to be the best thing ever, but I think this will be fun. I think it'll be fun. Good to know the Wild West style of America managed to travel to the stars. That's how that always works. I mean, keep in mind, technically, the way the Star Wars is set in the past, a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. So technically, America took it from Star Wars. If you really think about it. Red Dead Star Wars. Ooh, yeah, that's what I really liked here. I wish they showed this sort of
Whether
stuff
you
more.
Want to learn new blaster skills,
This is
you can
what
go on
I
in Star Wars
like the showcase. I felt like this should have been more of it.
Outlaws. Whether you want to learn new blaster skills, upgrade your speed.
Like, this looks great. Once again, it's all about how are they going to keep the content going. If the, like, just random planets that you can explore, if the entire idea is that they're just going to be, like, fun, cool places that you can go to, but they're going to be, like, randomly generated content, and it's not that big of a deal, but the main planets, like 4 planets, are the ones where you should be spending most of your time, then aces. Great. No problem. I thought the ship flying combat actually looked really fun. I was actually pretty impressed by that. Especially since this is like the unupgraded ship. So the idea of like getting a fully upgraded ship and having a lot of really fun enemies. You know, hopefully they put in like freighters and just massive ships just always like fighting you. That could be really fun. Once again, not the best thing ever, but it looks good. We'll see what happens, right? I'm still waiting for them to live up to the title. Outlaws? Is that what you want? How would they live up to to that title for you? All right. Next up, we got ourselves Avowed. Avowed. This is actually a decently long showcase. We'll skip if they're just talking about the stuff that we don't care about and is dull. But if they do show gameplay, I want to stop and just see it for myself and see what the hell they talk about. Star Wars. I mean, it's a Star Wars game. I don't understand that. I think it looks very Star Warsy.
I have a very special guest co-host. But we have a special guest with us.
Okay.
Today,
we do, an even more special guest, and one of my personal faves. It's Carrie Patel, game director on Avowed. Welcome back, Carrie.
Thank you so much. It's great to be
Avowed.
here.
Oh man, you have been to the studio several times now.
Yeah,
It is such a treat that you spend so much time out here with us. We had you on Extended Showcase last year. We did an interview. This was after, one of the very first forays into Avowed, so that was very exciting. And then we actually had you on this podcast with a slightly different visual design.
Yeah, the cheese set is gone.
The cheese couch is gone.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Jeff is very happy about that. We got some podcast mics now, which I'm very excited about. Yes. But yes, you were here to go deeper into some extended gameplay following Developer Direct, which was earlier this year. Incredible show, incredible viewing from the team, and it was so fun to get this deeper dive. So now we get to do that again, but following Showcase.
I did not think it looked incredible.
Spoiling us in the audience.
That's right.
It's great to be here, and I'm definitely excited to show off what the team has been working on, and excited to take a deeper dive into story today.
Ooh, well, let's talk about that. So, as Tina mentioned, after the Developer Direct, we had you on the podcast, and I just got to make a call back. Like, that was received so well. Like, it was just great watching the comments and everyone like, this makes me want to play the game. And so, kudos to you and the team. I'm curious from your perspective and the team's perspective, since then, what's been going on? Like, I'm sure as you get closer to release date, like, a lot of things are coming into play. So, tell us a bit about that time.
Yeah, it's a really exciting part of the development process because you've got so much that's so far along, your content, your gameplay, your systems, and you're really just investing those final touches, that final layer of polish.
They're called like Zernips in Pillars of Eternity.
Trying to make smart decisions, not crazy ones. But yeah, it was great to see the reception after Developer Direct. One of the things that I know folks called out that we spent a lot of additional time on was refining that sense of hitting, which we're going to see some of in our footage today. So yeah, it's really just taking everything that's almost there and
I would love to be impressed. I would love to be impressed.
Really getting to turn this into the game that we all on the team want to play as well.
Yeah, and I just want to build off of that a little bit because we were talking about you before you all came. We were talking behind your back, but in a good
Only
way.
good things.
But like, I feel like to your point, Obsidian has this je ne sais quoi. This, to use my little French that I know very little.
It was that one statement. That was it.
Yeah, that's really all I know. But no, it's like
you're only used to seeing them in Dungeons and Dragons.
Where not only do you have the community aspect.
Yeah, Pillars basically is
all these great games.
I don't know if you've ever played Pillars. Pillars is basically just a game that's very inspired by Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. A lot of the devs who made Pillars of Eternity made Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, and Avowed is set in Pillars of Eternity's world. So they're taking a lot of this stuff. So I think they're called Zernips, so I forgot how to pronounce it. But yeah, they took a lot of like Dungeons and Dragons things, but then played the round with them, so they're a little different and unique to the world.
Also, just the team, like the cohesiveness. I got to visit the studio a little bit late last year, and just walking through the office, it was very evident why your games always come together and are just so great. It's just because you have that cohesive unit. So it's great that time that you've spent since then has been used just like polishing the game, like you said, and making it awesome. So I'm excited to play a little bit later.
Oh yeah, me too. But before we jump into the deeper dive gameplay, do you want to just set up for us both what Avowed is, just in case anyone out there doesn't know, but also what we just saw at the Xbox Game Showcase with the new trailer?
Sure. So Avowed is an upcoming fantasy action RPG. For players who are familiar with the Pillars of Eternity games, this takes place in the same universe, but it is not a sequel. The style of gameplay is obviously very different. The cast of characters is mostly different, but we'll get to that. But yeah, it's basically just bringing our players to the world of Aora with a really immersive, action-forward, really fun, fresh take on the Pillars world. And from the trailer we just saw now, we've met a few of our key characters. So part of what we wanted to do with this trailer is really set up for the player the world you're stepping into and the role you're stepping into, and also the choice that's in front of you for how you want to inhabit and live out that role in the game. So the very first voice that we hear from at the beginning of the trailer is the Emperor of Adir, your boss, essentially.
Right.
He's sending you to the Living Lands to get to the bottom of this soul plague called the Dream Scourge, find out what's causing it, and find a way to stop it. The next person we hear from is Inquisitor Ludwine, who I'm very excited to have playing such a big part in Avowed. Players from Deadfire might remember her as a side character in one of our very interesting side quests, but in Avowed, she's pretty central. And her whole belief is that the Dream Scourge is really just symptomatic of larger problems, a larger sense of chaos and disunity and destructiveness at the heart of the Living Lands. And in the world of Pillars of Eternity, souls and essence, which is the stuff of souls, it manifests physically. And so she might be onto something. And then the very last person we hear from is Giada, who's one of the companions that we'll meet in our journey. And she's taking a different perspective. She's saying this chaos is part of who we are. It's part of what makes the Living Lands special. Don't try to tame it. Don't try to end it. Embrace it and cherish it and kind of nurture and tend to it. So again, what that really sets up for the player is this is a big world. It's got adventure and danger, and it's also got a lot of choices to make. And it's going to be up to you to decide, what it means to be the envoy of Adir in the Living Lands and what it means to set things right in this place.
Yeah, so to your point.
One problem though is that they're not going to be able to show this in this in this showcase because it's hard to show choices actually mattering, especially in cut up clips and stuff like that. But that is a big factor of Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2, is that you do feel like your choices actually matter and that the role playing is very, very good. So I am curious how they're going to be working that out. It's stuff that they can't show, but if they can make the gameplay and the world look very nice, then I am interested. I will be playing it nonetheless because I am a big fan of the Pillars world, but we'll see.
That kind of Obsidian formula, 100%. That player choice and some of that moral intrigue too, what decisions are you going to make in a moment by moment.
Yeah, and I think that's what players, as you
said,
said,
would be easy. Show us the choice and show us the result of that action, but that's not how that works. You can't just do that. Because you can't just say first of all, you don't want to spoil anything. So showing a choice and then showing the result of something of any import would ruin that moment for a lot of people. So you can't spoil anything. But also, just because you show one little thing does not tell us that you have choices throughout. That could just be one scenario. The reason why Baldur's Gate 3 was able to actually have that is because they had an early access beta that you could be playing, and people were playing it and they were seeing a bunch of content, just hours and hours on end. Yeah, but if they could make one and not include it in the game, they could. But first of all, it's a waste of resources, and second of all, who would that doesn't show anything in the game. They can say all they want that the game has choice. We won't be able to confirm it until we play it for ourselves, and that's just one of those things where you just have to wait. You just sort of have to be patient. I don't even necessarily care about the choice aspect. I care more about the role-playing aspect. I care about getting a bunch of options whenever a character says something, and then I get to pick based off what I believe my character would do. We already know that this game is removing a lot of role-playing elements. One of the things is that they're only giving us 2 races, whereas the Pillars of Eternity world lets us pick between 7, and it's insane. And there's some really cool options like the god. I forgot their name. The God Blessed, the God Hand, whatever their names are now. But yeah.
They have some agency. They are going to be able to interpret the story that you all build and kind of act on that. And so, but let's get into the gameplay, because just a little bit after Developer Direct, you've brought some new gameplay for us to watch. And so let's check some of this out. Tell us a bit about what we're seeing.
Let's see.
So we're going to start out in Emerald Stair, which is one of the regions you'll get to explore over the course of the game. We're not too far along, but we have here a lovely nighttime scene. I think this region in particular looks fantastic at night.
Very stunning.
Yeah, thank you. And here we have some Sporlings attacking Yatsley, who is going to be one of our other companions.
And you were charging up your bow and arrow there, and then you're also kind of trying to slice your way through what looks like some very thick top. top heavy.
The mushrooms look
armor
good.
Here.
And you're right, we are
Combat's-
struggling a little bit.
Yeah, they're giving you a run for your money here.
Yeah.
Like,
We'll fix that. So
Okay.
part of the
Okay.
problem is we've just transitioned out of an earlier region, and so we haven't upgraded our gear yet. So if we look like we're struggling against these little mushroom guys, it's because we haven't upgraded our weapons so that they're really up to par with the enemies we're going to face here. So there's a lot of hacking and whacking,
Not
but
great.
we'll fix that in short order.
Oh, fantastic. People, I was about to lose my wits. You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you?
So this is still fairly early into the game too, the setting of Emerald Stair.
Yeah.
nice. And then we have Yatsley.
Yeah, she's a wizard. She's very fun. She's a little risque in a way that I think makes her a lot of fun to talk to. She's got
Okay,
some
wait,
very-
hold up. Okay, cool. They're bringing back the actual. These are basically your personality choices. Look at that colorful gremlin. Yeah, these are one of the races that you can play in Pillars of Eternity. I forgot their name now. Fuck, I've forgotten a lot of the names for the thing. But essentially, these icons show that you need to reach in Pillars of Eternity at least. They are basically telling you like, oh, this is your anger or your comedy or whatever. If you're trying to flatter me, it's working. And what's really cool is that you get to pick and you get to play around with these dialogue options without it affecting your actual combat stuff, which I really like. So just because you want to play a character who's a barbarian doesn't necessarily mean you need to be, stupid, for instance, which I absolutely fucking despise about Dungeons and Dragons, is that it's a game that's so adamant about being a role-playing game that it's so terrible at being a role-playing game because they're made by incompetent producers who are like money. But yeah. So stuff like this is really cool. If you're trying to flatter me, it's working. Cool. It's true. You should touch my abdominal muscles. They ripple. So this is if you decide to go more brutish route. That's cool. He says something about the godless. Who are they? What are you suggesting? Can we focus? What do you want? Are you flirting with me? One thing I really do like is that if you play like Baldur's Gate 3, if you ever see an option that's like, oh, strength, there is no other reason to not pick that option. Because statistically, it will work for you. It's better than picking any other option. What I like about Pillars of Eternity is just because you see these options here, doesn't mean you need to pick them. Here is like, this might be comedy. Yeah, I believe this is like comedy or whatever it's going to be. If you don't want to be a comedian character, don't pick that option. And in Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2, depending on what options you pick, characters will respond and give extra dialogue lines based off your personality. So if they think that you're a joker, a character might be like, well, I wouldn't expect you to care about this. And if you are like constantly sentimental, characters will go, I always knew I could rely on you. Simple stuff like that. It adds a bit of flavor.
Very good banters with the other companions. But yeah, she's just a little lightning ball of a lot of personality. And
you
so,
see the options here, by the way, also.
This doesn't
one
strike
of the
me
great
as a
things about your
comedic
game is,
person.
of course, dialogue options. Tell us a little bit about how that's playing here.
So you noticed with a couple of those that we had a little symbol at the front of those options. Yeah. So as this is an Obsidian game, some of the options available to you are dictated by choices you make at character creation, choices you make as you level up your character. So some of them are tied to specific attributes. Some of them are tied to specific backgrounds that you choose at the beginning of the game. And a lot of those will really, in different cases, either add some different flavor or personality or possibly a different outcome to that conversation. Here we're really getting to know her as a character. And so, we're just kind of choosing the tonal direction of this conversation.
Yeah,
She
says you're tall, striking, and well-toned.
It is like she's flirting with us.
She is.
What would happen if we pass the conversation check for the flirtation option, which I assume is this first one?
Yeah. Well, you'll have to see in a bit. But yeah, if you flirt with Yatsley, she will flirt back.
She seems like a flirtatious type.
If you keep encouraging her, she's going to climb you.
Careful, darling. I already have a lover. A good one. Skilled with his hands. He always carries a ladder.
She rebuked me.
Oh no. Well, you know what? Maybe maybe keep trying. But
Dialogue
no.
check.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, like visually speaking, like I think this is the first time you all are also showing like gameplay at night, right?
Yeah, so we do have a dynamic time of day,
Cool.
and our environments.
That. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, have some very lovely looks at different times of day. We've definitely shown a lot of daytime footage. We've shown some golden hour footage.
I do feel like
but
some of the
again, Emerald
environments
Stair
look a
looks really
little
stunning at night.
Yeah.
It's very colorful,
not
very
put together
lush. We've
very
got
well.
all the fungi,
sorry,
and
I'm
then
dying.
one thing we're going to see as we come over the hill here is all of this equipment that the animancers of the town of Fior have made. And so animancy in the world of Pillars of Eternity is basically soul science. It's about studying and manipulating the essence that makes up souls. And the
I would highly
essence that is
recommend
ambient
playing
in the
Pillars of
ether.
Eternity
quite
1 and 2 if you're
controversial in the
interested in
world.
some of the
Yes,
best
it
epic
is, which is
fantasy
something
that you
we
could
get
play.
into in this
I might turn to the naughty side for a moment.
region.
With what?
And manipulating the essence that makes up souls and the essence that is ambient in the ether.
Quite controversial in the world.
Yes, it is, which is something we get into in this region. But yeah, so this is a little enclave of animancers who are kind of free to study, outside of the, the watchful eye of any larger authority.
Okay, this does look gorgeous. This looks very pretty. I do like this. I wonder how much of it is explorable and how much of it is going to be gated off, because they did say it's not going to be open world. So, how much of it is going to be open areas and how much of it is just going to be incredibly linear. These sort of stuff sort of put me off, but yeah. When she said she's good with his hands,
the living
he is
lands.
good with his hands.
But yeah, what it
That's
means
the appeal.
aesthetically is they have this really lovely equipment with this wonderful purple glow that just looks great at this time of evening.
Yeah, 100%.
And so they are also impacted by the dream scourge as well.
They
this
are,
area.
yes. They've discovered something wrong in the ether, and you're coming here to sort of see what the animancers have figured out.
All right, and now I'm looking at this. It looks like we're heading into the party camp. Can you tell us a little bit about what this area is and its significance for the player?
Oh wait,
Yeah.
shit! I just realized.
Figured out.
All right, and now
She's
I'm
playing
looking
in
at
third
this. It looks
person.
like we're heading into the party camp.
This is
tell us
third person.
A little bit about what
Good.
this area is and its significance for the player.
Can we see some combat
so
in third
Party Camp
person?
is one of my favorite spaces
That would
in
be
the
nice.
game. It's both your narrative hub and also your upgrade hub. We can see here, I'll just
Third
call
person,
out.
yeah.
Yes, we do have
Yeah.
third person. A lot of the footage we're going to see
Very
today
cool.
is in first person, but we do have a third person option for players who prefer it.
Yes.
But yeah, in Party Camp, that's where you'll get to know
Okay.
your companions
That actually makes me
better.
really happy.
You can kind of get to know their
I'd much rather play
backstories
this
and
game
sort
in
of,
third person than first.
get to know them
That's-
better as individuals. You can also hear them getting to know one another through their banters at camp, which is always super fun to eavesdrop on. And it's also where we can upgrade our gear. So we've got our party stash where we can stow a lot of extra equipment.
Wait, please tell me they don't have weight. Please tell me you don't have weight. Oh my god, you do. Fuck. Oh my god. Okay. So you are able to upgrade a weapon. Any weapon. Part of the appeal is that you'll be able to upgrade any common weapon into a legendary weapon and stuff like that.
Equipment. We've got our upgrade screens. And here's where we're taking some of our
Stun. Okay.
older gear that we picked up in the previous region, and we're going to upgrade it so that we're better equipped to fight the enemies
What is
here.
the link
Yeah,
you just sent?
spoilings.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we're coming back.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna be way better. But I want to touch back on what you said around the banter around with your companions. I've always found that like in those kind of camp areas in games just in general, like that's where I love.
Yeah.
And
Finger spear!
Are you happy with yourself? Is the are you fucking happy?
Finger spear!
Fuck me. It's so stupid. The Dragon Age event should have happened by now, so I'm excited to check
I
that
love
out
that
after.
you all are including banter between the other
Companions as well,
companions because
yeah.
that makes it feel more alive. Like you're just listening to the banter. But is there conflict between some of the companions?
Yeah, they
their
have different
dynamics?
takes on the
Yeah.
dream scourge and like what
That's
you
a
should
good
do with
question.
it, yeah.
Exactly. So what can we expect to hear when we're listening, eavesdropping in on the banter?
So you'll hear a lot of different things. One thing we really wanted to create with Party Camp was this sense that, you're adventuring.
The camp
and
is always
exploring
like one of the
together
most
through this
important
big
moments in
wilderness, all
games
these
like
different
this. I wasn't
landscapes,
expecting
and
there
Party
to
Camp
be
is
a
this
camp.
quiet space where you can all kind
That
of
makes me happy.
huddle together, share a moment of respite, and the pace and the tone of everything
Sorry
is a
for
lot
my
slower
noise.
and quieter. So some of the banter is going to be kind of quirky and fun as these characters get to know each other and kind of dig into their
Marius
different personalities, their different
Bro,
quirks and
why can't
fun
we play? Like, this is the thing. I don't want to play as a character that looks like this. But why can't people make a character that looks like this? You can only make a human and an elf in this game. It's so stupid. This character looks amazing. Let people design characters that look like this. The thing is that I think it's stupid, but I can understand why you can't make a dwarf, because it's like, oh, well, the height difference, it would be difficult to work with in first person. You know, maybe you should have made it with third person. But the thing is that I don't know. I just find it incredibly stupid that you can't play a character like this, the Amawa.
These characters get to know each other and kind of dig into their different personalities, their different eccentricities.
Or like her.
Some of it's going to be a little more somber as they, you know, kind of reflect on different events that y'all have seen, different things y'all have gone through together. And then, yes, as you get to harder decisions in the game, there are going to be moments of conflict where they disagree on what the right course forward is, or they disagree on maybe actions that you've taken.
You want to play as a gremlin? No, but like the idea is that the option should be there because it was in Pillars of Eternity. Like you're making a full-on RPG akin to Skyrim. You should have the option to play as that. I will never play as a Khajiit ever in my life in Skyrim. Just, it's not my type of thing. I will never play as that. But I want to see the Khajiit in the next game. I will never play as Taurens in WoW, in World of Warcraft. But I love the option to have it there. I think it's great. I think it's very cool.
It out with one another, so it's really just where these characters get to come to life a lot more. So
like once again, that is a problem that I have. Khajiit was my first choice, then Argonian. Is that the Argonians are the lizard people, right? That, like, to me, I always go for either human or elf. If the elf looks cool, then I'll pick an elf. But if the elf looks lame, which typically they look so lame, elves in video games look so lame. They're always this incredibly skinny people. The Skyrim elves are just hideous. I do not know what I do not understand the appeal of Skyrim races at all. I think they are all just genuinely terrible. I think they're so ugly. It's like, what are you designing, bro? They look so awful. I'm not even saying they need to look like hot or anything. They're just bad designs. Yeah, I that's the thing. I just, like, if you look at like Baldur's Gate 3, the elves look nice, right? They have a very nice appeal. I think it's stupid that you can't give an elf a beard. I don't understand why. But, like, they look nice. They have a very good design. I just want... that's the sort of thing that I want.
You're going to be judged the whole time.
Good. No. Because I'm a controversial king. We're going to be picking some controversial decisions, so I love to see that.
I love that kind of banter, too, because I know in my heart the decisions I want to make, but absolutely the more...
It looks like your vase is too high up. So this here is your perception, which is actually very cool. The thing that's really cool about Pillars of Eternity, and I wonder if Avowed is going to have the same system, is that there's a thing called might, which is essentially your strength. But the way that might works in Pillars of Eternity is that your might actually affects even stuff like your healing. So essentially, if you want to be a good healer, the only you should be putting stats into your strength, right? Your quote unquote strength. And the reason for this is because if you want to do better healing, you would need to use like more strength, more energy to project that energy out. And so it simplifies the stats a bit more. So basically, even if you're a bow user, you should be putting some stats into your might for strength. But the bow user might want to put into dex for like more accuracy. So stuff like that is like genuinely really important, and I love it. I think it's so much smarter. Barbarians, it's very common for a barbarian class to have really high intellect because the AoE is affected by your intellect. So, and that's amazing and really helpful and like genuinely a great use of resources. It's such a well-designed system. I think it's amazing. I think it's so much better than like Dungeons and Dragons. And so I'm really curious if they're going to be adding this sort of stuff here. I love it. I think it's so cool. It looks like your vase is too high up for the average ladder. I can help you. It's a little trouble. Your lover doesn't happen to be a governor of Fio. And I need Skyets. Pay up and you'll get your vase.
more connected I get to certain companions or characters, they can totally influence by their judgment, their cool judgment. Yeah, so I'll sometimes, start to actually take that into account. I love the party camp moments, sitting by a campfire, and
I wonder if we'll be able to customize the characters' outfits.
My understanding is we're picking up some, not just upgrading some of our weapons, but also picking up some new skills, which you can.
Oh yeah, it's here. Hey, that's good.
Upgrading some of our weapons.
I wasn't expecting this. Yeah, that's good. A character, so increase your damage from all sources. Additionally, increase your carry weight, the amount of weapons and armor you can carry before becoming encumbered. So increase your damage from all sources. So this could be bow and arrow, strength, like weapons and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be putting. They removed classes from this game, which I don't know how I feel about. We'll see how that's gonna be, but I'm probably gonna try and make a character that's a bit more of a like paladin-esque character. Resolve is always really good. Resolve is something I always go for. Resolve, con, and perception are like genuinely really great, because ultimately, whilst your might is very good, I just really like I just really like the perception that you get of like being able to do greater AoE. I think it's really nice. Constitution is just nice for the sake of like health, right? I'm just going with the mindset of what Pillars of Eternity does. I don't know what this game is gonna do. It's kind of gonna be like Skyrim, where you can get millions of abilities, kind of. So you can give and take. Million arrow build. Hopefully they have insane shit like that, right? Hopefully.
Yeah, so you can upgrade
Do
your
you find
skills
games like this interesting?
as you level up milestones.
No, you can respec. That's sick. Okay, good. You can respec. Good. Only for the gold. That's perfectly fine.
Time too.
Yeah, so you can upgrade your skills.
I'm
and
really happy
abilities
you can
anywhere
respec.
as you level up throughout the course of the game. That's one of the things we're doing right now. So on certain.
Okay. Yes, okay. So you have fighter, ranger, wizard, godlike companions. This is a very strange way of breaking it up. Why is it split into only how's this work? So godlike is the new specific stat for this game. Yes, I guarantee you will respect the cost. As long as it's not too insane, I don't mind. As long as it doesn't go crazy. It seems like you can respec your abilities whenever though, which is interesting. Unless this is just because you don't. I do wonder. It looks like you can respec your abilities whenever you want. But yeah, you have fighter, ranger, wizard, godlike companions. You have the charge ability, which is like really great. But yeah, it's strange because there's no scion, there's no chanter. Is this all gonna fall under wizard? Is it gonna be like in godlike? I don't know. That's very strange. Not being able to chant is a very weird thing to remove. Godlike, like healer. I think godlike is going to be your specific like character. Only your character can increase this stat, where it can point into this stat, whereas everyone else can't. I think that's what it's going to do. We'll see though.
Certain level up milestones will get to upgrade our.
Okay, wait.
That's one of the things we're doing right now. So.
Rush forward and crash into anything in your way, interrupting enemies and dealing damage. It has the power to break through enemies' blocks and is capable of destroying destructible walls. That's actually very cool. Increased charge distance, cool. Increased charge impact is cool. White wizard type. I will see.
On certain level up milestones.
Tanglefoot, summon entangling vines at the target location to root approaching enemies in place. I doubt we're going to be able to have a companion with us, so I don't think any of those stats. It does suck how little.
Game. That's one of the things we're doing right now. So
it does suck how little actual abilities there are here.
On certain level up milestones, we'll get to upgrade our attributes.
It's not a lot. Increased damage with one-handed melee weapon. Okay.
Which we just did, and on every level up milestone, we'll get.
Oh wait, sorry.
Certain level up milestones, we'll get to
increase damage with one. Okay, just 40 and then 50.
Attributes, which we just did, and on every level up milestone, we'll get to pick and.
This is wizard. Okay, wizard obviously has the most. Makes sense.
Pick a new milestones. We'll get to upgrade our attributes, which we just did, and on every level up milestone, we'll get.
Summon 3 homing magical projectiles. So I'm assuming that they're planning to have people build their character using magic more so, which is fine by me. I'll gladly go a magic swords build. Like, that's cool.
Pick a new ability.
You can't go more. You can't go paladin,
which
is
weird. And on
weird.
every level up milestone, we'll get to pick a new.
Decreases the essence penalty for light and medium armor. Okay. Sure.
Ability.
Summon Blades of Ice that blast forward, dealing frost damage. I do like that. Blades additionally deal bleed accumulation. Blades can pierce through multiple targets. I'm hoping that the reason why all these stats are like really simple is because the armor sets that we can wear really change stuff like this up. That's what I'm hoping for. Because so far, what I'm seeing, it seems very simple. But I don't know. Maybe it's a case of depending on the armor that you're wearing, or maybe the godlike stat, we can change this like massively, right?
So,
Fan of Flames, create a cone of fire. Yep. Use both hands to create 2 cones of fire, covering a large area and dealing. So stuff like this requires you to sort of like free your other hand, which is fine.
In this playthrough, it seems like we've got a couple points sitting in reserve, so we're spending these on different abilities in our different trees. And one of the really fun things about the way these are set up is you can really mix and match freely between them. So if you want to be all wizard, you can, build entirely throughout that skill tree. If you want to mix and match, make a battle mage, or make, someone who can be a little stealthy in certain moments and a little more aggressive in others, you have a lot of freedom to do that.
Sounds like me. I like that one. I'll
Yeah.
take that one.
Yeah.
So we've seen a lot of Tanglefoot in previous trailers, and I think we just unlocked Fan of Flames, which will help us get through these brambles, right? So we're not only stronger, but now we can actually progress in the environment in Emerald Stair with a little bit more skills at our hands.
Yeah, we wanted to try to, as much as possible,
Yeah,
give the different
Magic
abilities
Fire
that players
will work.
can pick up. Obviously solutions in combat, but also solutions in exploration. And so, there's almost always more than one way through a particular barrier, but you'll have,
this is what's weird. There's a class in Pillars of Eternity called a Chanter. And the Chanters, they basically able to, they make music, and the music is able to like do damage or buff enemies, or buff allies and debuff enemies and stuff like that. It doesn't seem to be here, and that's something that I hope it's there. I would like for it to be there. It's a very unique, very cool class.
Weapons, your own abilities, spells, weapon enchantments, sometimes even
bow and
your
arrow is always like
companions who
really
can,
good in games
use
like
their
this.
environmental abilities to
It's
help
always
you
fun.
get through barriers like that as you build the character you want to play.
Okay, so now that we're coming out of the camp, we've upgraded our equipment, we've upgraded our swords, so theoretically these guys should be easier now.
Yes, and you'll notice it's taking fewer hits to bring him down.
Oh,
Yep, they
frame
are
rate.
flying.
Look at him, he barely stood a chance.
Yes, we've got some nice blood effects as we're slicing through them.
Yeah, so is that like new animation as well? New
The
sound effects and
enemy
animation
reactions
as you're
are
kinda
good.
Upgrading your swords
Yeah.
and other
Like I do
we
like
wanna
the
make sure
mushrooms.
players
They're
are
very
getting clear
cute. I don't think the
feedback as to
combat
when
looks
their gear is
incredible,
effective
but
and when maybe they need to go back to camp.
it's got
So
some cool
looks,
stuff to it.
Feels, it sounds different when you're playing with appropriately leveled gear.
And this guy's a little different looking. What's his
Yeah.
deal?
Little spikes.
So this is a
cool.
caster. So, all of our enemy families will have different unit types among them. And we've seen a lot of these little melee spoilings who just run at us. And it's very cute, actually. It's one of our favorite little animations on the
Concerned about the enemy hitbox, yeah.
But you also have these caster units that can obviously attack you
I
from a
agree.
distance, do quite a bit more damage. And we have a few other unit types who we haven't met yet, but we're going to try to take this guy out because he's a little more dangerous than the small guys.
Yeah, taking a few more hits than them.
So when you build up enough stun on an enemy, you can kind of queue up an attack like that does a lot of extra damage and will also, if it doesn't take them out outright, it'll at least give you some distance from them. So those are great to get if you can.
I think something that would have benefited this game visually, and a no HUD mode makes me wonder if they hit you when you expect them not to. I mean, like once again, that really depends on how they relay the information. I can understand the concern because it's like, how does it work if an enemy's behind you? That's why I'd rather just play a game like this in third person. Like the more actiony a game is, the better it is in third person than first person, right? Chivalry is like one of the few games that I can think of where the combat is actually solid in first person. But this doesn't feel like Chivalry. And, part of the appeal of Chivalry is that it's like, you don't know who's coming up behind. Like, it's supposed to be chaos. You're not, it's supposed to just be insane. Right now they're showing very small monsters. They're showing like mushroom people, which are very cute. They look very great. They look great. They showed a bear. They showed a Zernip, I believe. It's called. So my thing is that, like, what's it look like when you're fighting, like, I don't know, a dragon, for instance? What's that look like? I wonder how people can play first person on Elden Ring. It's insane. No, fuck that. I've seen clips of that. It's insane.
I love to see. Adds that verticality that we love, that allows players to, I guess, discover new things in the game and maybe some hidden things.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a very fun mechanic to be able to build content around, because, like you said, you can really reward your curious players by hiding a lot of secrets, a lot of fun, a lot of storytelling, and nooks and crannies throughout the levels.
And we did just pick up that godless vase, so we've got our item that Yatzli's been asking us for.
Yes.
So can you remind us too, as we're looks like we're approaching her now, actually. So what we're
we did that all for a vase.
Yeah,
why would
so
you show
Yahtzee
this?
is a scholar of the godless, and the godless are the ancient people who used to inhabit the living lands. They have been gone for many, 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 many years, but we see their ruins throughout the different regions of the living lands. So Yatzli studies them. They are called the godless because they are not recognized as worshipping in their art any of the gods of Eora that people know of. So she wanted this artifact as, part of her studies. So even without a ladder, we were able to fetch it for her.
30 fucking gold for that.
Oh, and we just saw a quick flash of ourselves, actually.
Wait.
And we are, actually, if you could, saw a quick flash of ourselves.
Without a ladder, we were able to fetch it for her.
The fuck is this? Oh, she got on her face. It's weird that it cuts to us.
Oh, and we just saw a quick flash of ourselves, actually. And we are, actually, if you could explain too, because we are godlike.
Yes.
We are almost the opposite of Yatzli in that way.
Yes.
So what does that mean in the world of, like, the universe in general, and why we look the way that we look here?
Sure. So in the world of Pillars of Eternity, a godlike is a member of any Kith species who
Yes, so these are I didn't realize they had godlikes. I believe they said they wouldn't have a godlike. Godlikes and pillars are these things. So essentially, a godlike is someone that can take, like, they could be a human, or an elf, or any race really, and then they take, like, an elemental thing. So you could have fire aspects. This person's chosen, like, mushroomy sort of thing. Very strange.
Soul has been touched in some way by one of the gods.
Are we being are we forced to be a godlike? Is that what they're doing? That's strange.
You can play as a godlike in Pillars 1 or Deadfire. In Avowed, you are definitely
a mimic. No, not wait. Oh, sorry. Me searching every corner for a secret treasure chest. Oh, look, it was open in the middle of the field. Lovely.
Definitely a godlike, and being a godlike will manifest in a number of different ways, but one of them is you usually have a unique physical appearance that manifests in some way on your face.
Are we being forced to, or are they confirming another race?
You can choose exactly what that manifestation looks like.
You are being forced.
This lichen-like growth is one of your options, but you will have some that are a lot bigger and more dramatic, and you'll also have some that are a lot subtler. But either way, you have a connection to one of the gods. The thing that's unique about you is you don't know which one. And most godlikes of Eora, it's very well known, which god they share a lineage with. For you, it is a mystery, and that's one of the things you'll get to explore in your journey through Avowed.
Yeah, and I love the customization.
Okay, that's kind of interesting.
People love to customize the character they want, so maybe, again, like, you go a little bit more obvious here, or maybe you go a little subtle. Mm-hmm. Are we going to see, like, players, or not players, but, like,
you can choose to not have that. You basically get to customize
your godlike appearance?
You will, because it is very unique, and there aren't many godlikes left in the world of Eora, so you're doubly unique in this case.
I wonder if you could, have fire.
I'm going to be showing it up. I'm a godlike. All right, so treat me as such.
Mm-hmm. Well, so some people think that's very cool. Some people think it's very spooky. So, different cultures and individuals have different ways of relating to godlikes. So you might get you'll get a number of reactions.
And that's the thing, is that godlikes are quite rare. So they are kind of intrigued by it when they see you and they recognize that you are different.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. Now Yatzli is sending us somewhere else, right?
So we've gotten her vase. She's going to return to her studies. She will join our party at some point, but not right away.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a quest that takes place along the Crit Path and Emerald Stair. So you can tell we're still in the same overall region. So we're working with one of the animancers in the town of Fior, and he's going to help us try to help us diagnose what's going on with the living lands. But in order to do that, he needs the heart of an Odragon.
Okay.
And an Odragon is essentially a nymph with, sort of the skin and appearance of Audra. And he needs, the heart for the essence that it contains. So he's sent us into this glade to go retrieve this heart. This glade is inhabited by a bunch of Delimgon, who, as you can see, are a lot more dangerous and a lot more aggressive than the Spoilings we encountered.
The magic feels really good.
Delimgon in the World of Pillars are fairly territorial, so we're kind of bringing this on ourselves. He did warn us that they wouldn't take kindly to us just marching through their territory, and we might have an easier time of it if we can avoid conflict, but conflict's also fun, so in this case, we're just, swinging our sword and going on in.
I am worried about enemy health boxes just being too much.
Having to utilize everything in our arsenal here to take them down.
Yes, and you're seeing a few different
like
unit
she's
types
whiffing.
Here.
It's weird.
Casters,
the character's just
have
whiffing.
Some very long kind of whippy arms that they can get us at a medium distance with, and a little area of effect attack. But they do eventually go down. But like you said, it takes more work.
They do have a lot of
Now we're
health.
approaching what I'm assuming is a very special character. Can you tell us a little bit about?
Yeah, so this is the Delimgon Queen. She has the Odragon
like a
heart, and I'm sure
wood-like
she'll be
creature.
super cool with how we just mowed through her followers. What could go wrong?
We had to do what we had to do, right?
Yeah,
but
She's queen of no one now.
That's right. We'll take everyone out, right? Oh, let's see what she says.
But wait, no.
Yep, she can sense what we've done, and she's not happy about it.
So many of my kin.
A bit too much health. I wonder if this is just because I don't know, like the player is just under-leveled. It's weird, like so much. She had to drink like 4 potions in that fight. I don't know. It could be weird. I do like that you could show the dialogue history. That's a nice convenience.
By your hand.
There was no time for words. I need the Odragon's heart to fight the Dream Scourge.
The time for word or hand. The time for words has passed.
It's a good thing we like fighting because we're going to fight some more now.
Yeah.
Yep. Hello.
The backup forces have arrived, and now we're in trouble. But we're going to leave that a little mystery, right? I'm assuming.
Yes.
I don't want to give everything away. So what are we looking at here? This is us kind of respec.
Wait, hold up. Increased damage with bows and guns. This world also has guns if you're interested in playing with guns. Basically, that's kind of the weird appeal, is that it's a fantasy world set a little bit more advanced. I bet they cut it out because they died there. No.
Right?
Yes, so if you find that you want to try out
phase into the wait, hold up. Phase into the beyond, becoming invisible and intangible and draining essence. Okay.
If you want
unlock finesse, increase damage.
to approach a particular piece of content like this one in a different way,
Parry.
you can respec. And you might have seen popping up at the.
What the hell was this? Okay, you could dodge. Okay. Some of these stuff feel like they should just be part of the game. I don't understand why they are separate, like dodge.
Popping up at the beginning of the screen here. There is a cost to doing so, but if you're willing to pay it, you can try out a whole new set of abilities. So what we're doing now is we're speccing into a lot of ranger related abilities, and I think a couple wizard ones as well. So the most important one of these is Shadowing Beyond, which is a level 5 ranger ability. And what that does is it gives us the ability to essentially kind of open up a rift in the here, which is the physical world, and travel through the beyond, which is kind of the invisible spiritual world, in order to move through the environment. So what this means is that as long as we don't engage them, these characters can't see us. And as long as we keep our essence meter up, this ability will remain active. So this one is constantly draining our essence, which is the soul energy that we use to power our special abilities and our spells. You can see we're passing some cover grass as well, so if we wanted to be a little more conservative with our power usage, we could duck into that grass, kind of watch the patrols, and avoid using this ability quite as much. But in this case, we're going to use it to get to this little safe nook right here.
So if you're an expert stealther, you could possibly do this section in stealth without that ability.
Just
if
with
you're
the
good,
grass,
just
sneak it around.
Challenge accepted, right?
Yeah. And here we're re-upping on our potions so that we can build up that essence. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
We're going to continue. And we've also found a little side route here. So again,
And if we do it without killing any of our people, she might be willing to, like, offer help or whatever.
To offer different ways for players to approach
Is the
our
hope,
content, especially
the hope.
potential fights like the one kind of in the glade here. So this is a little side path that you can
Better
see.
stealth mechanic than Assassin's Creed.
But for a player who's very careful and either willing to use that cover grass or willing and able to use
it's got some cool
Shadow
stuff.
and Beyond, they can get through without causing a ruckus.
So if you fight this Sporling, will the others be alerted to it, or could you get away with like one kill and then?
It depends how close they are. So they do have a shout radius, but it is not infinite. So if there isn't anyone close by, and if you're pretty fast, you might be able to get away.
Yeah,
but
like
you can
that.
see there's one right there. So
you never know who's hiding in a little nook. Exactly.
Right?
I'll kick that one off the cliff. Like,
Can you assassinate?
But I'm excited to see players how they tackle it, because I'm sure
Get
there'll
that
be
spell and
people who
spam it.
decide not to use the essence at all and like really like want to show their mastery of that stealth aspect. And so here we are.
Is that health potion?
It's always a trade-off, right?
It is.
Do you want to loot all the dead bodies, or
Right.
do you want to take the peaceful path?
Are they gonna do the sort of Skyrim thing where they show like an eye slowly opening, that sort of thing, to give you an indicator?
Possibly open up some other dialogue options,
Okay.
which tends to be how I play.
Let's see what they say.
A welcome visitor. It has been so long since one of your kind has walked in this grove.
In this case, the Delumgon
Do you mean a godlike Adirians? Have you met us before? Is that how you know our language? How
Queen
long
has
have you been here?
recognized that we haven't killed all of her followers. And so there's a little more of an opportunity to talk with her. She recognizes that we are godlike. She might even recognize what kind of godlike we are. But yeah, in this case, she will give us the heart willingly, and she'll allow us to leave the glade peacefully, because we chose.
And she's quite an ancient being, so there's a lot that she knows. You mentioned that, she might even know where we come from.
She might, yeah. Of course, the thing is, Delumgon they're like you said, they're very ancient. They're not really part of Kith society, so it's hard to get too many straight answers out of them sometimes.
There's some vagaries in there, but enough to kind of pique our interest.
But then she gave you the heart. And she said,
Character
"Take it
looks
and
so
go in peace."
goofy.
There you go.
We came in peace and we left in peace.
I do wonder why they wouldn't be like, yo, why you freak? Why are you sneaking up on us? Like, if the first enemy that we see, if you fight all these enemies and you don't understand that, like, and they don't have any dialogue. Hello, Springtrap. Welcome. Game does look good.
Rules. Sometimes.
I do wonder.
Well, I think that's all the gameplay that you and the team brought out here today. Thank you again so much. It's been so insightful and such a fun opportunity to walk through it all step by step with you.
Yeah, I mean, like we talked about it a little bit after the developer direct, but like the trailers that you all make are always so great. But then getting to like talk to you and see what the team has built and deliver especially for the Xbox podcast is always great.
I would love to look like
and
the
dive
cover
deeper into
character.
those details, dialogue options, how you tackle a game.
You want to be
all
a
those things
skeleton?
are so important.
That would be cool.
Like how we're going to be playing the game.
Yeah,
when it
so
releases.
much detail and intricacy.
You could be that in
But is there
Divinity
anything
Original
else that you
Sin
wanna
too.
leave the audience off with before we sign off on this episode?
Well, really excited for players to experience this game for themselves. Again, the team's been working really hard to just really put the rest of the experience together, get it all polished, get it across the finish line, and we're all really stoked to see how players fill that player-shaped hole at the middle of our game.
I am curious
kind of
what
role they
bosses
choose
are
for
going to
their
play
envoy
like in
and
this.
how they choose to solve the conundrums in the Living Lands.
Us too.
I
A
know,
full
cannot
pacifist
wait, Terry.
run.
Thank you so much for stopping by. Please give the team our best and excited to see the game.
What do you think,
later
Media?
on.
Are you
And
interested?
With that wraps up today's Avowed episode of the official Xbox podcast. But of course, we've got a lot of others, very special episodes for you to check out later this week.
Okay, World of Warcraft.
Here's the schedule,
Indiana
and we're
Jones,
looking
I
forward
would
to
be
welcoming
curious
more
about.
guests and developers from around Xbox. So make sure to join us back here tomorrow. And in the meantime, check out anything you may have missed on youtube.com/Xbox and on podcast services by searching for Xbox Podcast. Thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks all.
Okay, looks cool. Looks like it could have some funny moments. Yeah, I think it could be good. I do feel like this is a game that was massively shortened. It's a game that's very much its potential has been minimized, but it could be a great fun game and enjoyable, and maybe the next game can be the true like Skyrim competitor, right? Because they were setting this game up to be a Skyrim competitor. We know for a fact that this game was like rebooted like 5 times. We know that this had like a lot of trouble, and this is what they've settled upon. I think it's gonna be fun. I am worried that it's just going to be like Outer Worlds, the Outer Wilds maybe. I forgot which one it was. The other Obsidian game, where it's kind of cool, but then it's incredibly dull. Oh no, they might do multiple expansion DLC. I would imagine they will do DLC. They typically do like one big expansion per game, which is fine. That's what Obsidian typically do with their single player RPGs. We'll see what they do. But yeah, that's how I'm feeling. I'm not in love with it, but I'm not gonna lie. It looked good. It was more impressive than I was expecting. I enjoyed what I saw. But yeah, I think combat wise is the biggest worry. RPG stuff is like, you know, what I want to see the most of, but I'm a little concerned. We're gonna see what that's going to be like. But yeah, I'm interested in what they have to offer. Anyway, guys, this will be the final thing that we check out. This is Dragon Age Veilguard. I don't know if any of you are interested. I am actually very interested to see what this is going to be like. But yeah. What's been your favorite showcase so far, media? I'm going to guess it was maybe Avowed, because I know you don't care about Ubisoft. You don't trust Ubisoft at all, and that's valid. None. Pick one. Alright, Dragon Age Veilguard. Please be good. Please be good. Please be good. Please be good. Alright, Dragon Age Veilguard. Dragon Age Veilguard, let us go. Okay.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met.
Wait, is that Rook?
She's the best damn...
Hold up.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met.
That's the main character, Rook.
She says she's got a lead on Solus.
I'm liking his voice. Barrack, cool. Oh, that looks so good.
Hurry to get out of here.
We don't want to look conspicuous.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
Just get out of here nice and casual. Find Nev Gallus and stop Solus.
I'm a big fan of this setting. Tevinter is looking great. What the hell? I wonder if we're gonna have multiple voice options. The Rook, level 1 rogue, backstory, Shadow Dragon. Yes, they confirmed it as well. They confirmed. If any of you have played Dragon Age Origins, they were in Dragon Age Origins. The other thing was called Origins, and I believe there was 2 for each race, and you got to like pick between and have fun and play through each origin and stuff like that. It was super sick. I hope that's a default. Yes, you can design your character. That is confirmed. They even say it here. Custom appearance, so you can change it. I do wonder what the default appearance for the characters are going to be like. We know we're going to be able to play as human, elf, dwarf, and Qunari, which is great.
You still think you can
we also get to pick our backstory.
That ritual is going to tear down the veil.
Wow, that looks beautiful.
The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
I do wonder if we're gonna have an origin that we can play through.
I didn't do anything.
Get down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
I like his voice.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially.
Also, I like the name Rook for the protagonist.
We're too late.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before
Yeah, I
it
love
finishes.
the art. I think the
Let's
characters
go.
look so much better than their previous
Harding's
designs.
this way. She'll get us to Dumont Plaza.
Watch out!
That's sick. Wow. All right, I'm super curious what combat's gonna look like.
The veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
Dope.
And when the veil comes down completely,
And the whole world is going to look a lot like this.
Sick. Okay.
Come on, this way. It should get us to Harding.
I'm pretty sure every like big single player game starts with this like dramatic everything is going to hell and you're just in this running simulator. It looks very nice though. I'm liking it a lot.
You're safe now.
Harding.
Get inside and bar the doors quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
Okay. Yo, the characters look great.
I've been doing what I can to help.
I'm loving the
ritual
art.
must be weakening the veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the
Varric
fade in
looks so
years.
much, so different, but so much better than what he used to look like.
What about you two? Are you okay?
Never better, a little shaky, in a hurry. Okay, the wheel was always back. Makes sense. The model looks so good. The outfit's amazing.
Agreed. Solus isn't waiting. Neither
Oh,
can
I should be excited, bro. It's an EA title. Oh, BioWare hasn't made anything
Where's
good in a while.
Neftalis? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
I want to believe.
Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks.
A reason you won't buy it? I don't know.
Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there?
EA in recent years has done a fantastic job with their single player games. Like, Jedi Survivor obviously had that controversy with terrible optimization, but people who played it and liked it, all liked it. They all thought that the game itself was fantastic. So I don't think that it's necessarily a worry about like, I have my faith that this game will be different, right? I'm a huge Dragon Age fan in the first place. Like, I loved Origins. 2 and Inquisition are okay. Like, you know, they have their benefits, but they're never as good as Origins. But, you know, Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 3, Mass Effect 3 had its problems, but they have improved. Gameplay-wise, they've improved even more, because if you look at stuff like Anthem, for instance, Anthem was a terrible game, but Anthem's gameplay was fantastic. It was genuinely incredible. Doesn't matter anymore for me. They ruined it too many times before I tried to. They ruined it too many times before I just tried to bother with their games ever again. Okay, that's fine. I think it's fine if you don't want to commit yourself to it. I just think that I just want to hope.
Rook, you're with the Shadow Dragons. I figured you'd know Minrathous better than I do.
Sure, but
Okay.
Minrathous is huge, and this is nowhere near my neighborhood.
Cutscenes look great.
Don't worry, scouting's my specialty. Follow me.
Like, that's a designed character, and he looks very
Eyes
good.
up. We've got company.
Combat. What's it gonna look like? They said it's inspired by God of War. Let's see.
Demons, here they come.
Sick. Okay. Okay, combat's looking good. I'm liking it. Oh, sick. The way he switches between that looked really nice to me. Okay. It can sometimes look a tiny bit floaty, but honestly, I'm a really big fan of it. I think it looks amazing. Sick. I do know that there's a wheel. I wonder if they're gonna show it. Oh, what the hell?
Patch yourselves up if you need it.
Cool. Okay, so that's how you get your more healing potions. I do wonder if it's gonna be an open world or open area game after this point.
If Solus tears down the veil, doesn't that destroy
Basically, the classic God of War, not the recent ones. I actually don't know. I think it looks It's definitely got its inspo from like God of War, I guess. That's what they said. It's inspired by God of War. It looks very different though. I'm a big fan of it. I think it looks great.
Always talked about how beautiful the ancient world was.
That world existed before the Veil, and he wants to bring it back.
Okay.
Even if his ritual
That's sick.
kills us all in the process.
Yo, oh man, this looks cool.
Venatory cultists!
Bro, I don't want to get my hopes up, but this does look cool.
I hate these assholes.
I'm loving the tone, the style of it all, the outfits. Like, I even simple stuff like the name Rook is cool to me.
Looks like the Venatori put up a barrier to
We can
block the
pick
way.
between 6 backgrounds. Shadow Dragon is one of them. Grey Warden, I think, is one of them. Cool. And this is like level 1 as well. So what's the game gonna look like after?
All citizens must remain indoors until the magical anomaly is fully contained.
Show us the companion control. I want to see how we control our companions.
Guess we're sliding down.
They're allies of Neb Gallus! Kill them all!
Yes, okay. Wait. So this is use the ability wheel to pause the action and choose from Rook's abilities. Okay. Cool. That's Rook's abilities. And then we also have shortcuts that we could just snap to, which is great. Do we only get 3 or can we choose all of them? Cool.
Barictethras! The Venatori own these streets!
Sick. Yeah, this looks great. Like, sometimes it can be a little floaty, especially when Rook gets hit. But I think for the most part, it looks super fun to me. Okay. I'm wondering, is this all we can use in terms of Rook's abilities? Or is it a case of... yeah, I think so. So I think these 3 are just going to be Rook's abilities, and then these 3 here are going to be a companion's ability, so like Harding's abilities, and then Nev is one of the characters as well, and this would be her abilities on the left here. I am hoping that this is a case of you eventually can use more of the character's abilities. That's what I'm hoping for. Prologue enemies level 0, yep. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, because it would be lame if all you got to do was 3 abilities each. Now, granted, it's technically 9 abilities because it's an entire group, right? It is 9 abilities you can choose from, but I do think it would be really nice if we got to use more than just what's here, right? It would be lame if you're sort of just trapped to one specific subset of util that you can use. But we'll see. I think it looks great so far. R1 is to close it. So is R1 to open it as well? So can you... is it like a toggle then? Health... I just think this looks very clean. I'm really liking the tone here because I really didn't like the tone of the trailer. I thought it looked beautiful, and I'm glad that it looks as beautiful here. But I am just slightly worried about being limited to just 3 actions per character. I think that would be incredibly limiting. Wait, hold up. Let me go back. Fire 2 bolts. So sick. Okay, it seems that they're giving like rogue characters, and I'm assuming basically, if you don't know, Dragon Age, the original trilogy Dragon Age essentially had this big plot line of mages being outcasted and hated, and people are afraid of mages. The thing is that Tevinter is slightly different, where magic is kind of more accepted. At least I remember it being more accepted in like the law and stuff like that. It's seen as more of a thing. So I do kind of hope that they lean into this idea of, you know, even a warrior is using magic. Like, I kind of want that because I think visually it just looks more interesting if characters are just doing magical abilities to enhance themselves rather than the outcasting magic. Yes, it was a mage that served the dragon. Yes, basically magic in this world, and I understand why, but I do hope that they do evolve it. I think it would be a lot more interesting if the characters just use a bit more magic, because this is straight magic that he's using right here. So to me, it seems to be a case where magic isn't an actual util that you can use. But yeah. Hey, and that's Nev.
Alright, Harding. Not the worst timing.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in the city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining.
Her outfit is dope as
So
hell.
I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find solace. Nev, meet
Yeah,
Rook.
she's. I was thinking she does have a peg leg, right?
Dragons.
Isn't that
Yeah, she does. That's sick.
Some old friend said if I was working in
Looks very
Twitter,
cool.
the Shadow Dragons are worth trusting.
You're a nice job with the Venatori. We need information. Okay.
We haven't got a lot of time. Varric said you had a lead on Solus.
I'm loving his voice. His voice is so good. Dragon Age Inquisition voices annoyed me so much because, especially for the male options, you had, I speak like this, and I speak so weird, and it does not work at all. And then the other one is, oi, crikey, mate, basically. And oh my god, I despised it. That's not what it sounded like. It was like posh British twat. I hated it so much.
Similar to what you get in Elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse.
His outfit's so
This
sick.
ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my
I believe there are
city.
books and comic books about this character and a couple of companions that they're showing off.
All citizens in the canal district must remain in their homes.
So sick. The saying's amazing. The team discovers Solus's hideout. Okay. So it's just skipping this stuff. That makes sense. I'm wondering. It's looking so
We're not
clean.
in Rathus anymore.
I know these trees. This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved. I've never seen anything like it.
Dope.
The tremors are getting worse.
All the weapons look incredible.
And we've got demons.
Like, this genuinely looks so, like, the demon designs actually look incredible in comparison to what we used to get. Which was so lame. Okay. Oh, and we also regenerate our bows. That's cool. Cool. Sick. Is there going to be a toggle mode to like slow down time? The way like you can go in a top-down perspective in Inquisition.
I thought the demons were bad back in Minrathus.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
Nev's voice is great.
Those tremors are getting worse.
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
The team battle is just having to skip. Okay. Okay. This is clearly the very beginning of the game. I doubt they'd show. Pride Demon, sick. Okay, wait. The ability we always use to issue commands and direct your companions locked at this early point of the game. Okay, cool. So we can't control our companions just yet. It's the companions just act by themselves until we reach a certain point. That makes sense. Cool.
Watch the lightning.
Cool. Oh, it just looks so much cleaner. Dope. So sick. Yeah, magic is clearly just a thing that I think every class is gonna have in this game. Dope.
How did demon this large get through the veil?
It's a pride demon. Damn thing probably sent Solus.
How the hell is he doing all those attacks though? They don't count as abilities, so what are they? Dope. Companions need health bars too. I do wonder if that's something that I hope it doesn't skip in the actual product. It's going to. Companions need health bars too. I do wonder if companions are going to have health bars or if it's just going to be entirely dependent on your main character. I could imagine it's a case where the tutorial is just you and then afterwards it's your companions. Because maybe, you know, the same way that you can't control a companion's ability, maybe it's the exact same thing. It would be cool if you can swap to your companion and play as them as well. Inquisition allowed you to do this. I thought that was really cool. I don't know if this is going to be a case. I think it would be sick. I could also understand them going, no, we want you to just worry about your character and playstyle and stuff like that. It really just depends, right? I do think that they might do a case where if your companion gets hit enough, your companion goes down, but then will come back in 20 seconds or something like that. Or maybe you could pick them up and whatnot. We took out areas where you fight your way through by the pact. No, that sadly enough, I've already said this. If you look like, when was EA voted the worst company in the world? Like 10 plus years ago. The crazy part is that was so true. EA was so much worse than every other company in the world at that time in terms of the gaming industry. And now, EA still sucks. But EA is like number 10. Like there are 9 other companies that suck more than EA. That's how bad the gaming industry has gone. EA just hasn't gotten worse. EA hasn't gotten better. They just haven't gotten worse. That's what's insane to me. They're not even the worst in my opinion. Like out of like all the others that we have, like Activision and Blizzard and Ubisoft and all that stuff. Like there's so much worse right now, which is such an awful thing to say, but it's true, right?
Everyone all right?
Good enough. Let's get to Solus.
But yeah, very cool. I'm really liking this. But that's because others wanted a piece of the cake, yeah, of being worse company. I'm genuinely surprised how good the fidelity of the protagonist looks. Like he looks like he was fully designed. Oh shit, are we actually seeing Solus?
All right, I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option to help
The
him
hair looks
justify
so good.
changing his mind.
It's actually insane how good that looks. It's a mistake, you could do it. Okay.
Come on, Varric. We didn't come all this way just to talk to him.
He was my friend, Rook. I gotta try to reach him. But if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
More demons.
Rook, take care of the team for me.
Is he actually... It feels like Varric's gonna die. I wonder if he's gonna be teleported to the same place as Solus. I don't know.
Hey, Chuckles.
Like, and the part of the story is trying to find him. This is crazy. They're showing a lot. If you haven't played Inquisition, Solus is basically one of the companions in the game.
Let's buy him some
Turns
time.
out he's like an elfin god, basically.
I hope Varric is getting through to Solus.
We better talk fast. We can't hold these demons off forever.
Waste of an ability. Bro was on 1 HP, bro. What the hell?
The Veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen.
Very cool.
Please.
Oh shit. Are we actually gonna see Varric die?
People are always dying. It is what they do.
That's sick.
Shit. We need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky.
Rook gonna get the hug and then... Varric.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
No, I don't want Varric to get
I'll
stabbed.
bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
Need with me. Okay. I say Neve, it's Nev.
Let's go.
I need to remember that.
Nev, keep the demons off us.
You got it.
That's such a sick staff. Why not do a combo? That was weird.
Why tear down the Veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost?
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but...
It isn't falling. We need to push it.
I'm with you.
Together, now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Cool. This is insane. I don't understand. was just the very beginning of the game. Let's see. Oh. The hell? Yeah, full 2024 is insane. Okay. What the hell? That was sick. God damn it. Yeah, I mean, like, I am definitely expecting the reveal to be that, you know, Solus is going to end up succeeding eventually. And then the reveal is that, oh, he doesn't realize that these demons have appeared and broken out, and the second half of the game is going to be fighting off the demons, right? I don't imagine Solus will be the permanent villain. He might die. Maybe he'll die. Maybe he'll join up at the end. Maybe, like, the reveal is that he'll be a companion again. Or maybe he'll just be, like, you know, a companion, but, like, not a companion in gameplay, right? He's part of the crew, but not a companion. The same way Varric isn't going to be a companion. Maybe it's that exact same way. Either way, I don't know what they're planning to do. I think it looks very cool. I think it's a beautiful looking game. I'm a really big fan of the art style that they've chosen. I really like this more. I don't know. It's vibrant. It's beautiful. The outfits are amazing. The armor sets are the weapons and stuff like that all look great. The hair texture, I don't know. There's something. It looks so good. But yeah. I'm a big fan of it. Rook's voice is amazing. He, I saw someone also say, like, he sounds a bit like Eivor from Assassin's Creed, and I kind of hear it. I don't know if it is him, but I kind of hear it. I do wonder what the female main character is going to sound like. And I do wonder if they were going to have two choices. Granted, this will be the choice that I pick, because I do really like his voice. Another thing I do hope for, I hope that the protagonist-wise, one sec. Let me just go to him. I hope protagonist-wise, the voice that we get is, oh, what am I saying? Oh, I lost my brain. But yeah, I'll think of it eventually. But yeah, just need to get it in there. Protagonist-wise, I hope that we get to really play around with the characters. I hope that he's we aren't locked to him being a rich boy or like some weird backstory. I hope they keep it vague. I hope they let us choose just naturally. I love the origins. I love getting to pick our origins. I do wonder if our origins are going to be partly locked based off our class. And also, they show stuff like, we straight up see our character do magic. I do wonder if in the context of it, if all of our protagonists are going to be magical in some degree. Because whilst I did like the magic versus non-magic thing, I do feel like it's played out, and I do feel like the story needs to get over it now. And I want to see it eventually move on. I do think that this will be the last Dragon Age game, because I do feel like the series now needs to move past Dragon Age and into, you know, I don't know, the Griffin Age, for instance, people say. I also hope that the next game, that this game kind of closes up all of these plot points and ends it. So that the next game can be the thing that goes, hey, we're completely fresh or completely different. You don't need to worry about Dragon Age Keep. You don't need to worry about previous lore and stuff like that. Dragon Age lore is linked, yes. So stuff that happens in... so this character here, Solus, is very, very important to Inquisition. And he's going to be very important to 4. So, like, the Dragon Age lore is linked. Something that is cool. If you do play I'm not sure if you're aware of what Dragon Age... I don't know if you're aware of what Dragon Age Keep is. I'll show you. Where is it? Where is it? Where is Dragon Age Keep? How do we get that? Oh, this is it. My bad, I'm stupid. So it basically, there's a Dragon Age Keep, and essentially you get to create your own, you can like design your story. You're not a descendant to Morrigan, no. There's no reason to believe. I mean, that could be the story, but no, you're not a descendant to Morrigan. You're not a child of the main character in Origins. You're not a child of the Warden. But yeah, 2, you play as Hawk. Something that is cool is that Inquisition. You basically get to, in Inquisition, now granted, you could be the child of Morrigan here, who knows, right? But that would mess up the lore because it implies that you are, Morrigan had to have a child and stuff like that. They could do that sort of stuff, I don't know. But I was just going to say, Inquisition, you will be able to play as an Inquisitor, you are going to be able to create your Inquisitor in 4. So in Dragon Age Veilguard, you will create your character, and then right after, you're going to be told to create your Inquisitor, is what they said, Dragon Age devs said. So that does mean that your Inquisitor will be in the story. Now, if you play Inquisition, which, spoilers granted, you know, spoilers, if you play as, I believe, as a female elf, you are able to date Solus, and it basically he ends up betraying everyone. And if you're a female Inquisitor, you get a female elf Inquisitor, the romance between you two. Oh my god, heartbreak and all that stuff. I don't know, it might just be a female. One thing that they have confirmed is that you are able to date anyone regardless of your gender as well. So, you know, if you would like to date, I don't know, the male character, Lucanus or whatever, and you want to play a guy, but Lucanus would typically be attracted to women and whatever, well, it doesn't matter, you know, you get to date him. Which honestly, I think is smarter. I much prefer that because it's like, you know, tastes and whatnot. Just let people play around and see what they like. I think it's a lot more natural in terms of a game feel. Because if you want to date a character, Morrigan is in all Dragon Ages, I believe. She's in Dragon Age 2 as well as her mother. She's not in it she's not in it in big ways. I do feel like she'll be in it here. Once again, I feel like this kind of needs to wrap up everything to do with like old Dragon Age in some extent. Because I do feel like part of the problem with the Dragon Age franchise is that they are all linked, they all have connections, but none of them are as loved as the Origins is. And I feel like that does hurt a lot of the branding and marketing that comes with Dragon Age. So I feel like it's just natural to go, hey, we're just going to wrap everything up in Veilguard. Veilguard already is distancing itself from the original trilogy to some extent because it's going, hey, we're in Tevinter, we're in a different continent. Now, obviously, it's got that connection of Solus, Varric, and the Inquisitor. I would like if these characters, like, I do think it would be a really great ending for these characters if they do die or part ways or end their adventure to some degree, right? Varric's crossbow is destroyed. That's called Bianca. It's a very important part of his character. It's kind of fun, right? I do feel like ending that is a good thing to do. Varric is no longer an adventurer. He's done. He might be at your keep or your, you know, wherever the camp or whatever they decide to do here, but he is no longer a fighter. He's growing old. He's about to end, and so we're gonna part ways with this story. And I think it would be cool if if your Inquisitor has the exact same story. The same way they sort of did it with Hawk. You know, just end him. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. I think it looks great though. I'm actually very happy with it. I think it's a gorgeous looking game. I think Rick looks really cool. I am really interested in what the dialogue options are going to be. You know, I always thought that Dragon Age, that BioWare in general does a really great job at cinematics and all that stuff. So I trust them to do a great job here. Gameplay wise, it actually looks really solid, which I'm really happy about. That was just level 1 gameplay, so I'm really curious to see what like level 30 gameplay is going to look like, right? I typically like to play warrior, but I will say that in Inquisition, I did not like warrior at all. I thought fighter or warrior, you know. I thought it kind of sucked. It just felt really bad to me. I know you can make it good, I just didn't like it. So I ended up playing as a mage, and I forgot the name of it, but I played a melee mage. Because Morrigan was my favorite companion, so... And it sounds like she got a lot of involvement. Yeah, I mean, Morrigan is always going to play some role. I think she should be in this game to some extent. I think you kind of need to wrap up these loose ends. Morrigan's story should wrap up It'd be cool if the Origins character comes back, if the Grey Warden comes back. That would be super sick. I mean, Morrigan started everyone's lust for hot emo girls, right? Everyone, Yennefer and Shadowheart would not ran because Morrigan walked or something like that. Whatever the saying goes, right? She started the attraction for hot emo girls. All right, and I thank her for it every day. She awakened something in me, bro. I played Dragon Age Origins. I was sick when I played it. In like 2008, I think I played it. Maybe 2009. And I was there like, that I like. Now that. Yes, please. So, yeah, I think that makes sense. I think it's really cool. Once again, we'll see where this goes. This could be the worst game ever. I think what I saw, though, is very impressive. Stay speculative, because once again, it is an EA title. BioWare hasn't made anything really good in like a couple years. You know, even when their gameplay loop is genuinely fantastic, like in Anthem, like the actual gunplay, the flying, and all that stuff in Anthem was 20 out of 10. Mass Effect Andromeda had like it was slightly worse, but it was also good. I do think that this is going to be their thing. Maybe not the worst. It depends what EA decides to do on their side. Yes, exactly. Right? Because it's like, who knows what they do? Maybe this game will prove that EA is back. And they're gonna like, oh, they're going crazy. The worst thing that EA was trying to do, especially with BioWare, was trying to make everything online. But now that they've stopped trying to make every single thing online and let stuff breathe and let stuff be single player, it does excite me. I love the art style. I hope that they really lean into the fun RPG-ness, you know, RPG mechanics and stuff like that. It is an action game, so I want to see the action be fun, and I don't want it to be limited. Wasn't it EA that said single player was dead? Yes. They said that in like 2016. And the funny part is that they said that 2016, maybe 2018. And now EA are delivering some of the best single player games, which is hilarious. Right? It Takes Two and stuff like that. It Takes Two, the Star Wars games, the Dragon Age, Mass Effect, those games were like beloved for being their single player titles. And now I'm hoping that this is a case of EA has given up with this insane delusion that no one wants to play single player games. That's what you would hope. I don't know. I'm very excited to see where this goes. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the world of Dragon Age, even though I don't love every game. So I'm very excited to see what happens. But yeah, that'll be that. Yeah, that did bite them in the ass. Fully agree. That bit them in the ass. And now they're just delivering like constant single player titles, right? And it's like, it's cool. Their single player titles are good. People like their single player titles. Hey, Sean. I am going to be wrapping up, just letting you know, yeah? So when's the next Elden Ring stream? It should be tomorrow. Next Elden Ring stream will be tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be doing Lanedale, all that sort of stuff. So that'll be fun. Oh, sorry, not Lanedale. We'll be doing Radahn. Tomorrow will be Radahn. And then we'll be doing Lanedale, Moog as well if we can do it. Volcano Manor will also be part of it. I'll see. I'll try both. Like, that's the thing. I don't necessarily have like a specific order. Tomorrow I'm back to exams. Well, good luck with exams, Sean. I hope it goes well, man. But yeah, guys, thank you all so much for joining. I really do appreciate it. Have a great day, yeah? Thank you so much to media. Thank you so much to Sean. See you guys. Thank you. Have a great day. Peace.